The Honourable Carmel Sepuloni.
Mr. Speaker, to the Prime Minister, does he stand by all his government statements and actions?
The Honourable Nicola Willis.
Mr. Speaker, speaking on behalf of the Prime Minister, yes.
Does he stand by his statement that the Treaty Principles Bill is a disservice to the treaty? If not, why not?
Mr. Speaker, I stand by all my statements.
Mr. Speaker, what did he mean when he said the bill is divisive, and how does it reflect upon the Prime Minister that he is willing to introduce legislation he describes in those terms to secure a coalition?
Mr. Speaker, speaking on behalf of the Prime Minister, the government in its coalition agreement has agreed to support this bill to a select committee process, and we are doing so.
Mr. Speaker, is he concerned that the bill is disturbing even the business community, with a director telling the mood of the boardroom last month that Mr. Seymour's divisive approach needs to end? This is not the Kiwi way.
Well, Mr. Speaker, as we have set out, it is a bill that is required through a coalition agreement to be supported to a select committee. And what I have said before is that I do not think it makes sense or will be enduring for Parliament to simply set down its interpretation of the treaty and then seek a majority of the public to confirm it in referendum. That is a crude way to handle a very delicate subject.
Supplementary. What does it say about his leadership when his soon-to-be Deputy Prime Minister accused him of being, quote, clearly nervous, end quote, about the bill, and the National Party of being, quote, afraid of taking on hard issues, end quote, with him doing nothing to dissuade the public of that notion?
Well, Mr. Speaker, of course, David Seymour is responsible for his own statements, and in this case, they are wholly incorrect.
Point of order, the Honourable Kerry McNulty.
Mr. Speaker, the Prime Minister is responsible for comments made by ministers, even those ministers acting or speaking on behalf of the Prime Minister in this capacity.
That might be true, and if that is the case, then the person acting for the Prime Minister in this case saying that ministers are responsible for their own statements is an answer to the question.
Point of order. With respect, sir, if the Prime Minister gave that answer, then, as you have in the past, you have agreed that they are responsible for comments made by their ministers. A minister speaking on behalf of the Prime Minister, and on the purpose of Hansard, it's considered the Prime Minister's